So welcome to Doing Stuff Outdoors. What are we doing today? We're going to finish reassembling the Stihl 066. We started the disassembly process a couple videos ago. We started the reassembly process in the last video of this series, and now we're going to finish it up. So stick around. Hope you enjoy. Now, I'll take this old crappy dog off here. I'm going to put the actual dog that goes on for an actual wrap handle. They're different. They're actually different. I don't know why they're different. They are different. Different part numbers. I mean, I guess you could put, them on. Yeah. Take that one off. Set this aside. We'll get the other case here. I'm going to switch these mufflers out too. You got to have the dual ports. All right, so this is the dog we want. That's the dog we want. I'll go ahead and zap this muffler off here too. Say, this thing's just been ran a little bit. I'm even going to take this part off too. Okay, back to this. Tell you one thing, it is a lot easier to put this nut back on this inner dog. See? Fell out. Get my little stand out. Not very often you see a muffler cover and it's not all bent up. stand here. I don't know if you've seen my videos on the 400, but it's just nice to have something to hang on to these things, and I'll show you why here in just a second. First thing we're gonna do is put the dog inner bag back on, also known as the felling spike. Because it's a heck of a lot easier to put this on now than it is to try to do it with the muffler on. And then, like I said, I don't need a normal chain catcher on here because I'll be putting the one that goes on here for dual dogs. I can't remember if I can get this on here, put on the stand or not. There we go. So this, like I said, this is a guide that they have on these saws when it's got wrap handle on it. Okay. Tighten the top up. All right. So now, pivot the saw down because it's very hard to hold the gasket and the muffler and everything to get those two bolts started. Very hard. So this is where this tool comes in handy, and actually I'm surprised I did all this without using this until I got to this point. See, you can make it lay flat. See how flat I can make this lay. To make it a lot easier to put this gasket on, and like I said, get the muffler set. Okay. So now, I can without that, I've been messing around with it for 20 minutes. I'm going to start these bolts I'm not going to torque them down quite yet because I've learned sometimes there's just enough play in everything start, I'm just going to start them so they'll line up with the hole. That way I don't have to hold them. So these. Then I'll torque them. And the torque on these, I believe, is 10 Newton meters. I believe. Hold on, I gotta go look it up. And I was correct. 10 Newton meters. Which equates to 88.5 inch-pounds. So there's 85, 6, 7, 8.5 inch-pounds. And then I added a little bit for this. I always hand torque with the torque wrench, crankcase bolts, muffler to crankcase, cylinder to crankcase. And I tell you, if you buy some of these older Stihl saws to fix up, I'm just going to tell you right now, if somebody's done a piston and cylinder on it, they've probably ran it down with something like this. And I've bought these things, and guess what? One of the cylinder, not the bolt will never strip out. It's the crankcase. So where the cylinder bolts the crankcase, it's stripped out. So then what do you got to do? Well, then I don't like to do it, but I've had the helicoil before, and I don't like to do that. So these top ones are about 3 Newton meters. Am I saying that right? Newton meters? And then these are, I'm gonna go look that up and grab my Loctite, because you put Loctite on those. And the ones that go in the bottom are 8 Newton meters. Crap. So 8 Newton meters is equivalent to 71 inch-pounds. How about that? 71. And there is 65, 71. And then the top ones, like I said, are 3. That's only 26 inch-pounds. There's 25, 6. I might double check that. It might be something strange like 3.5 Newton meters. Be right back. I looked at my Stihl service manual and it said 11 on them, and I'm like, no. They must be misprint or something. Okay. So all that is done. D-U-N, done. Inner spike is on. All right, let's put the handle on. I'll have to find some longer screws for this wrap. Like I said, again, when you're putting the handles on, bring them in from the back. It's easier to start that one first. Here we go. Like I said on these wraps, I thought there was a stiffener. Maybe not. Maybe I'm got the wrong saw. I don't know. What's that? It don't go in there. Where did I get that notion that? I don't know. Where I got that notion from. I know I've put one of those on before. Maybe I'm getting it confused with something else. All right, there's that. So, y'all need to let me know, do you think I ought to put this on? Again, it's just a kind of help protect the handles a little bit. Let me know in the comments if you think I ought to put that on. For right now, I think I'm just going to leave it off. And just go ahead and put regular. Just leave it off. Said I'm not that hard on equipment. Project's getting a little bit long. I'm starting to lose stuff. Probably going to be calling this video here pretty quick. Okay. Get this thing off of here. Like I said, I wanted to do this for a long time when I found the saw on eBay. Now that other one, that is an earlier version, it originally was a flat top red eye. I can at least put the flat top plastic and stuff on it and tank, and it'll be more correct as well. Let me go put this up. So we got some other things to do with it, but that'll be another video. But that is the most correct 66 newer version that's I've come across. Pretty good looking saw. Like I said, the paint's original. But yeah, we'll finish her up in another video. Start it, tune it. Might even go stick it in some wood. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like I said, I keep saying, and I wanted to do that for a long time to that saw. I've had all the mechanical stuff pretty much completed on it, and I just wanted to get the correct steel, plastic, and stuff like that, tank, and put on it. And I finally decided to tear down one that I built again that wasn't correct. So now I've got it done. And like I said, in the next video, we'll gas it up, we'll start it up, we'll tune it, and finish it up. So if you like this type of content, please hit that like button, subscribe, helps me out a bunch. Share the video with your friends if they like stuff like this. Thanks for watching, and have a super fantastic day.